Mock draft.
So I'm not doing a mock draft. I'm going to talk shit about Eddie's the entire time.
All right, go Eddie. Let it rip.
You could put in.
100%. I'm putting input.
Who else has?
Not me.
You have one? Do you have one?
I'll talk my input. In.
Oh,
We can all say who we think
Yeah.
drafted, and then you'll be the official.
Because mine is going to be controversial as hell. I think it's not going to be what people think, guys.
You're just going to be the official one that will make graphics of.
All right.
And comments
Yeah,
on.
maybe I should have done it different. That I should have just went.
Stop being a pussy.
Here we go.
Come on.
So, with the number 1 pick in the 2024 draft, the Chicago Bears select defensive end from the University of Alabama, Dallas Turner.
Good pick.
And this is, I'm telling you, he looks like Myles Garrett when he gets in the combine.
You guys see Myles Garrett?
Dude, this dude, Dallas Turner and the Bears, I think they keep Fields. This is why I'm making this pick. And they have pick number 9. They can go get their receiver with the number 9 pick. And that's why I'm picking. Who?
We are also doing no trades, by the way.
No, we're doing trades.
I'm doing, yes.
You're doing trades? Okay.
I'm
We're
doing
doing
one trade.
I don't like this. I like the pick because I like the player. I don't like the player at number 1.
Yeah.
For them, I think they need, obviously, Turner would be an awesome addition on the other side of Sweat, be an awesome front to add to that number 1 rush defense from last year. But for me, if I'm the Bears, I'm looking to trade so I can get Marvin Harrison Jr. And
I mean, that makes sense,
couldn't
too.
take him at 1. I'd trade with 2 or 3. Or maybe not 3, but maybe 2.
Think about Travion Walker from Georgia when he was not, the number 1 pick, and then he got into the draft, moved all the way up to number 1. I think I'm sort of following that sort of concept that he's going to blow people away in the combine. Edge rushers are a premium, and Dallas Turner, I believe, is the best in this in the whole draft, and that's why he's going there. On to my number 2 pick. The Redskins will take Caleb Williams from USC.
I don't disagree.
From Washington, D.C., I think it's a foregone conclusion with all the hires that have been made. Do I think it's going to pan out? No. But I think they're taking them at 2, and that's my pick. Anyone agree, disagree?
I like it.
There's a lot of people have been saying on Twitter that that Washington has like one of the best coaching staffs on paper.
Really?
Who the fuck is the coaching staff?
Yeah, well,
Who the fuck?
How many who do they have? Cliff Kingsbury? That's their offensive coordinator. That's who we're going to say is the best coaching staff?
Well, that's why.
I'm just saying what people are saying, man.
But that's
Hey, man, don't kill the
that is
messenger.
the main reason why I'm taking Caleb there, because obviously he wants his guy, and he does well. He does well with those type of quarterbacks that could run and throw, not in the pocket. And Caleb is one of the best at it, man. He's one of the best at getting outside, escaping, making plays. So that's where I think he goes. Here's my first trade with the number 3 pick. Or are we still waiting for Washington here?
No, Washington's done.
Okay. Number 3, I think the Raiders.
This is such a fucking homer pick.
Dude, I think Jaden Daniels, I think Antonio Pierce and Tom Telesco. If you look at Tom Telesco's history, he's aggressive with quarterbacks. And I said it before, the Raiders are good. Everything starts and ends with quarterback at this position. I don't think they're as far off as you think they are. Obviously, when AP took over, the defense was rated top 3. They have offensive weapons. Their offensive line isn't as bad as you think. And because I know the offensive line very well. And I think they trade up with the Patriots and they go get their man, Jaden Daniels.
Impossible.
Definitely not impossible.
How many picks are you what are you trading?
So you swap this year's, obviously. You got to give the 3rd this year and possibly
You think that the Raiders are gonna move 10 spots?
I do not finish yet, guy.
10 spots and give up a 3rd?
The first, 3rd, well,
No. Try first, second.
listen. I've been in I do the mock drafts. I know what the PFN accepts and what they don't accept. I tried every.
PFF.
What was a Trey Lance trade?
According to Reddit, this PFF trade has 65% chance of being accepted. I don't think it gets accepted though. So they received the 3 pick and they give the 13 pick, a 2025 first round pick, and Hunter Renfrow.
That's not going to happen.
Trash.
Yeah, I know.
But I think they give up this. I think they give up. You didn't let me finish. Next year's number 1 pick and the following number 1 pick. So you're giving away 3 first-round picks. No one's taking Hunter Renfrow for Cheeto bags. For nothing.
For football.
Hot Cheeto bags.
Deflated or not.
Even hot. Yes, that's ridiculous. But you're going to have to give up a lot. But you know what? The Devontae Adams trade, you gave up a lot. But players, especially quarterbacks, your AP, you got to make a splash. You cannot sit there. You're going to be graded in the next 2 years. You have to have a quarterback. And Kirk Cousins ain't going to do it. Kirk Cousins ain't going to do it.
This trade.
Baker Mayfield isn't going to do it.
It doesn't matter who the Raiders get this year. They ain't going to do it.
Ain't going to do what?
Do what?
Whatever it is you guys think, they're not going to make the playoffs.
They won freaking 8 games.
That's a cut. That's a bet on cut. The Raiders will not make the playoffs. I'm going to go out and say, as of today, bet it with me on cut, the Raiders do not make the playoffs.
I'm not saying they are.
I'm just letting you know.
But they need the quarterback of the future. Next year's quarterback class, straight trash.
Is it?
Yes, and everyone knows it. You got to go get your guy now. Antonio Pierce in an interview said, I feel like I owe it to guys like Brandon Ayuk, Jaden Daniels, and
That should be tampering.
Jack Jones.
and Jack Jones. Actually, they're getting investigated for tampering, actually.
The fuck?
It wasn't for tampering. It was for, because he said that Mahomes should. He made Mahomes rules and, basically.
Oh,
just
the
insinuated,
Michael Jordan.
beating him up.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're
crying
really
already.
investigated for that?
Yeah, he's a crybaby already.
Who's a crybaby?
AP.
No, he's just saying
What?
we're gonna him up. Come try it.
No, he
Come
was
try
saying
it.
their game plan was just hit him as much as possible.
Yeah.
They
That's
said the
what
Michael
And
Jordan
so
rule.
they're investigating him.
That's what
for
they should have
that.
been doing.
Yeah.
Keep it to yourself.
It actually worked.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Got some playoffs, huh?
They beat him.
But they beat him.
They didn't care.
They're
man.
for-
There we
They
go.
didn't
We're
care.
on
They
to
didn't care.
effing. So I think they're all in. They know retread's not going to work. And the only quarterback that AP wants, and he's going to tell Tom Telesco this, because he signed off on Tom Telesco, that he wants Jaden. And I think they're going to be aggressive. They might give up too much. It doesn't matter. The right quarterback means everything. Everything. And do I think that makes him a playoff team? Maybe not next year. But he's the quarterback of the future. And you love Jaden Daniels.
I love Jaden Daniels. I
So
just
stop it.
I don't know, man.
All right. Anyone else? Raiders? I mean, Eddie Money,
Do you think the Raiders trade up that high?
They have to
I
if they
think
want Jaden.
That is the lowest spot that you can trade up to if you.
No.
want to get him.
I'm not saying. Do you think it will happen?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You believe that shit? You
I
actually
don't know if
believe it?
it's number 3. It should be number 3, but I think they will move up to get a quarterback.
Oh, that's fine. You actually think they will do it?
So we just saw
Yes.
a podcast today that they went out and said that getting a quarterback for the Patriots makes 0 sense.
Yeah, there's
Which
a lot of
we
reports.
could all agree they have the worst offensive unit in the entire league. Go get yourself a quarterback like the Panthers did with the worst offensive unit, and guess what? You still suck.
Big
the
time.
Patriots need to trade out and not draft a quarterback. Drake May, Caleb Williams, freaking the rebirth of Joe Montana is not going to help the Patriots, and that's why it's a trading partner. You trade down, and the Patriots need to build up from the ground up. And
The thing is, there's
and
other
Mayo's a
teams-
defensive coach.
There's other teams that can trade into this spot before the Raiders, like the Vikings,
They can.
who have more lucrative. They have their pick is better than the Raiders' pick.
4 picks.
4 picks is a lot.
But I'm saying the Vikings aren't going to give up a 2025 and a 2026.
You don't know that. We don't know that.
I don't think that. I think the Vikings might stay with Kirk Cousins.
They're not going
They're
to.
not.
I saw that they're not going to give him guaranteed money this year.
So he's not safe.
Cousins?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so add that. I think Kirk Cousins makes the most sense with the Patriots. I wouldn't go there if I'm him, but I think Kirk Cousins to the Patriots makes a lot of sense. But that offense is nowhere near ready. And if you look at the Carolina Panthers, he struggled, and you could kill a rookie quarterback's confidence
In a hurry.
in a hurry. Bryce Young will be lucky if he gets out of this, this spiral of hell that he's in Carolina.
He needs a receiver.
And we both love him.
I love him, but
Dude, Adam Thielen dude should have been calling games, and he was their best option by far.
Yeah, that was brutal.
Dude, Adam Thielen was a commentator at the Combine last year.
Yeah, he was. You're right.
Yeah, straight up.
All right,
Well,
so let's get to the next one.
Yeah, speaking of a rookie's quarterback and their confidence, who do you think the Cardinals go with?
Oh,
There's
this is
one
easy.
pick,
One pick only.
and there's one pick only, and it's the correct pick, and it's Marvin Harrison Jr.
If he's there, which he should be there unless the Bears somehow take him without trading, without drafting Caleb and keeping Fields, obviously.
Yeah.
But if not, he's the first receiver off the board, and it should be Arizona.
I mean, Bears could also take a tackle at number one, offensive tackle.
You need
That should-
you need if you're keeping Fields, you need another weapon.
Yeah.
You need another weapon. And and then you can draft the tackle. But number 4, Marvin, I agree with that. If he's there, that's their pick.
Number 5, you have the Chargers, new regime. You have your man over here, Jim Harbaugh, proven coach. He knows how to build a team, and he likes to build a team inside out. Loves linemen. But I'm going to go with maybe the best athlete in the entire, which is Brock Bowers. I think Brock gives you a tremendous weapon, and I think he's going to be...
Mahomes, Kelsey type of
Yes.
deal. A Gronk, Brady.
Yes. Someone that he can go to, that your great, terrific quarterback needs a number one.
Yeah, and hopefully a number 1 who can stay healthy.
Yes. Not, Keenan Allen,
Phenomenal.
amazing, but
Couldn't
dude
stay
hasn't,
healthy.
yeah. He's like Bo Jackson.
Yeah, couldn't stay healthy. Not Bo Jackson.
On to number 6. I think the Giants go with Drake May from the University of North Carolina.
Hard pass right here.
Completely disagree with that.
Completely disagree with you.
Go like to 80 mock drafts.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll disagree with
I don't.
80
I'll
mock
disagree with all. We're just disagreeing with what you're saying. We
Okay,
disagree
you
with
can.
them.
So
I
who
think
do you
they
guys
go
take?
receiver for me. I go
For a
and
dude who can't throw the ball.
you just paid him 4 years,
you
$160
can't-
million.
you
No,
can't
no one
switch.
said that was right.
You can't
Well, but
switch
you
from
have
it, though.
him. You can't just let him. First of all, he got hurt. He didn't play very good. I don't like him at all. But you paid him. You got to give him another chance. He was a playoff quarterback, and he won a playoff game last year. So it's like you can't knock him. He got hurt. That he's ass. I think he sucks. But he got your team to the playoffs and won a playoff game. Okay, he was hurt last year.
Yeah.
You need him to give him another weapon, to give him a shot, one more shot. You can't just give up on him.
That
The guy made
offensive
the
line
playoffs.
is trash, too.
But you need to give him a weapon. If you don't give him a weapon, you need to draft an offensive lineman. There's no way they take a quarterback. If they take a quarterback, that means that they're done with him. And if
They're going to be done with him.
it's not a fair chance.
The contract, listen, the contract was 3 or 4 years, but there's a clause after 2 that he can get out of it rather cheaply.
Right.
So
but
this is his last year. 100%, this is Vanilla Vic's last year.
If he makes the playoffs,
Love the nickname.
and then it's not his last year.
Saquon ain't going to be with the Giants next year. That is guaranteed.
Eddie, I understand, and I think they're a terrible team. I don't like the coach, period. I love the coach, hate the quarterback.
Yeah.
But you paid him, and he made the playoffs last year. So, the year before. This year, he was hurt. I think they go offensive lineman, and I would go receiver instead of offensive lineman.
Okay.
I wouldn't go Drake May right there. But anyways, go ahead.
All right. Anyone else?
I don't think they go quarterback. They should go receiver as well.
Okay.
Because especially this year, they're going to lose Saquon more than likely
Yeah.
to a different team. So you need Daniel Jones to give the ball to somebody at least.
Agree.
And it ain't Sterling Shepard.
Jesus, is he still on the team?
He's on the team.
Yeah.
Wow.
Factual. On the team.
Maybe the most overrated player in the NFL. So let's move on to the Tennessee Titans. New coach, new style. This is where I take my first offensive tackle, which is a very good draft for offensive tackles. And I'm going to take the monster out of Notre Dame, Mr. Alt. You could have went Tony Finashu from Penn State. You can go with the Oregon State kid. But I believe Alt's that type of guy, and it's so like cliche. Stick him at left tackle, see him in the Pro Bowl for the next 10 years.
Joe Thomas.
Yeah, Joe Thomas style, and he's a leader. He's a stud, dude, and you can't go wrong. Maybe the safest pick in the entire draft. So that's where I'm going. And you have a rookie quarterback who needs help, who needs protection. Now let's go with the Falcons, who we both agree at pick number 8 have offensive weapons. Running back, Drake out of USC, who doesn't get the ball enough.
Running back is Bijan Robinson.
Yes.
And Drake London at receiver.
Yes.
And then you have
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts, who doesn't get the ball either. So I think that
You're going to give him another guy to not get the ball.
I think Fields is a good shot to go to Hotlanta, man. And I would go receiver, and I'm going to take Malik Neighbors out of LSU.
Great.
And now you have two bookends, and you need a quarterback. This is without saying you're getting a free agent quarterback. Obviously, if you go receiver here,
Let's say they don't get a free agent quarterback.
yeah,
This could be Drake May's spot.
it could.
If they don't sign a free agent quarterback, which I would, because with those weapons, there's plenty of guys. You can get Baker, you can get Kirk Cousins.
Ooh, Baker would be perfect.
Yeah, you can get guys.
I agree.
If you get Baker, Neighbors is your guy. If you get a
yes.
quarterback, that's your guy. If they don't get a quarterback, and you can throw a young dude right in there, Drake May would be the pick here.
Drake May's from the area, Atlanta, North Carolina. They're like brother and sister, man. He's from North Carolina. I think that's a good fit. I never actually thought about that because I've never seen in any draft where Drake May has fallen to 8.
Well, you got to look at who's picking, right? If the Patriots don't pick a quarterback, the teams after in there, you got Minnesota probably going to draft a quarterback.
Yes.
Atlanta needs to sign one, and if they don't, then you gotta get in there.
This is where pick number 9 with Chicago Bears, their second pick in 9 pick, number 1. This is where I get my star, I've heard people say just as good or maybe even better than Marvin Harrison Jr. is Rome Odunze. Did I say that right this time?
Adunze.
He said, no, you didn't, you jack off. So you gave everyone homework to do mock draft, and I'm the only one who did it. Thank you.
Well,
So you guys could pick me apart.
Well, that's the point. Because
Well,
if
Eddie,
not, we're going to sit here for hours.
Eddie was already doing the homework and didn't even know what assignment
didn't
was
you
due.
even know it. Exactly. You had already
I almost
prepared.
didn't write anything down.
You had already done the test.
I was going to go off the dome.
Last year you did your mock draft off the top of your head.
Yeah.
I could probably still
32
do
picks.
it. Yeah, I could
Damn.
probably still do it.
gift.
But I like the pick.
I like the pick too if,
If
they
they
don't
don't-
get Marvin.
Yes.
If they trade Fields, if they keep Fields and you don't get Marvin,
Yes.
then that's the pick.
Thank you.
I like that.
Jets at
Offensive
pick.
lineman.
Yes.
And if they can have two of them, let
Yes.
them pick two.
You get as many as you want. I think the kid from Penn State, Tony Fanashius,
CJ will know his name.
yeah, but he is another one, just a freak athlete. Left tackle, stick him in there. He'll be there for 10 years. And Lord knows that's the one thing that the Jets needed. If you guys saw, what's the show?
Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks. I mean, Robert Saleh just trashed the O-line publicly.
This is his last chance, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Like, solid. Like, you need to make the AFC title game at least.
Do you give this year as a throwaway year, though?
They
No.
threw it away. They didn't fire it. This year coming up, he needs to do something or he's got to go. You can't keep fucking holding on and blaming Zach Wilson. All right, let's blame Zach Wilson.
And how
this
many-
is your last fucking chance.
Yeah, and how many more years can Aaron Rodgers really play? I mean, this has to be his last hurrah. Yes or yes?
Yeah.
So
One, maybe two.
Yeah, you got to give him protection. Not only do you have to get this tackle from Penn State, you got to go get 2 or 3 more freaking offensive linemen.
Lucky for him, this is one of the best offensive line
Yes.
classes.
And let's not forget, you have the left tackle from the Chiefs, who's a free agent. You have the left tackle, maybe Smith from the Dallas Cowboys, maybe one of the best offensive linemen in history. He's a
Stay
free
healthy,
agent
though. Lately.
from USC, baby.
From where'd he go to high school?
Oh shit!
Where's he
Stumped
from?
him. Stumped him.
I thought he was from Dallas. I thought he was from Texas.
Tyron Smith,
Dude, where is he from?
Moreno Valley, fool.
Really?
He's from Moval,
What's that score?
What school?
Moreno Valley. Or I'm sorry, he might have went to.
Yeah, there we go. Doesn't even know.
No,
Don't talk
it's
shit to me.
it's on my
You
fucking.
can't
tongue.
ask a question and then not know the answer.
No.
Let's go. Move on. Absolute
Yes.
ninjism. Absolute ninjism. No way.
Google doesn't count.
Google it.
He tried to stump Eddie. He stumped himself.
Yeah. How? You missed it.
I said, where was he from?
And I said USC. I got it right.
No, where was he from? Where is he from? What city is he from? Where is he from? That's what I was asking.
Where's he from?
You can't.
Moreno Valley.
What high school?
Well, that's what he
That's
did.
not what I was
All
asking.
right. I got you. But
No.
just so you know, CJ, You've been on the show long enough
Yes.
where you know when Eddie goes from,
It's
you know,
a
it's always
college.
college and then it's from
High school.
High school. Nobody gives a fuck that he grew up in Moreno Valley,
Yes.
moved to Phoenix,
What
and
the
then moved
fuck I
back.
do? The fuck I do, motherfucker?
Here we go. Here we go.
I just want to be a ninja.
So here we go.
Rancho Verde. That's
Of course.
Thank you
Rancho
so
Verde. Right on the tip of your tongue, right?
Rancho Verde used to be bad fucking ass. What are you talking
Hey,
about?
right on the tip of his
Rancho
tongue.
Verde
Jay,
used to
huh?
be-
Giggity. All right, let's go on to the next
Giggity.
pick. Next pick.
Pick
After
number-
the Jets, 11. The Vikings.
pick
So
Number
who,
11.
who did the Jets pick?
Oh, offensive tackle. Penn State.
Penn State. Financial.
the Vikings. This is interesting pick.
It is, and I have a reach here. The first
You reach, I teach.
first real reach, and this is assuming Kirk Cousins leaves and goes to either.
Oh, there's no way you have like Bo Nix right here.
No,
Or
It gets
fucking
even worse.
Penix.
it gets even worse.
You have JJ McCarthy.
No, but I've seen that. I've seen JJ.
Oh, let's not. All right, who do you
seen-
got?
Who do you got?
I have Michael Penix Jr. going to the Minnesota Vikings. A reach. They have to have a quarterback.
You can have him in the second round.
Listen, and listen. Not if he had a good game in that last game.
But he didn't.
But he didn't.
He didn't. If he had a good game in the last game, they'd be talking him above Drake May. I promise you that.
Would have talked about Drake May anyways.
We saw him in the championship game in Vegas.
Oh, he looked good.
Dude, he was dropping dimes downfield with Jay Jetta. I think it's a mix. He throws the ball downfield. He had a bad game.
He throws the prettiest ball, but I can't get over the two ACLs.
That
Two
is the
ACL
thing.
surgeries I can't get over. I'm
I
sorry.
love Minnesota picking any quarterback in the draft, basically, just not in the first round. For at least not there to take any of those guys. But you get Bo Nix or Michael Penix or maybe even J.J. McCarthy.
Couldn't even say it.
Don't say it. No,
Bro, but
he's
you
not
get
a
him-
fucking first round.
Okay,
pick.
I'm just saying.
The
No. I don't want. If I'm Minnesota, I don't take
anywhere in second round.
I
anywhere.
understand what he's saying.
For me, any quarterback that Minnesota gets comes into a phenomenal situation.
Yes.
You have two really good receivers, and
Yes.
KJ Osborne, if he's still on the team, he wasn't bad when Justin Jefferson went out. So Jordan Addison, phenomenal rookie. Justin Jefferson, top 3, top 4 in the league, however you want to stack them.
Yeah.
And you get a rookie quarterback coming in there. That's a great situation for
That's
any
why
rookie
I think
quarterback.
it makes sense. Bo Nix, dude, Penix is a pure passer, and he throws the ball downfield. What did Penix have at Washington? 3 really good freaking receivers?
he had weapons.
And why does he have 3 good receivers? Because he threw the ball downfield. I think it would work. I do agree
I
with
just think
CJ.
it's a reach.
Yeah,
That's all.
I said it was a reach.
I think you can get any one of those 3 quarterbacks. I think you can get them in the second round,
Oh,
or even
no.
if you have to
I'm
trade
telling
back
you.
into the first round later in the draft. I
Maybe.
think you're okay.
Maybe.
Because Tampa, let's say Tampa doesn't re-sign Baker, they have to draft a quarterback in
yes.
their spot.
Yep.
So they can take any one of those guys, especially if you're not getting Mike Evans back or Baker.
Yes.
It's like, fuck it. Then we just got to move on. They have a shit ton of free agents anyways in Tampa. So I think Tampa would also later on need a quarterback.
I agree.
But-
But you have to agree with me here that if Penix doesn't shit the bed in that one game, people are saying wow, because he was wow the game before, and he was wow in
Most of the season.
yes,
He was wow
he
most
was
of the season.
Wow, and it was downfield. So that is
I
my
think it's a reach, but okay.
Okay, with the 12th pick in the draft, I'm going left tackle from the University of Oregon State,
For the Browns?
Did he just say the University of Oregon State?
or I did, which is wrong. It's the OSU. Maybe that's where I got it. Go ahead and pick me apart, Mister. I don't even know where the fucking guy went to high school.
I had to get back.
Yeah, it didn't work. It didn't work.
I had to get back. Actually,
Oregon State, the left tackle, Fanua, I believe is how you pronounce his name. The dude is a grown ass man.
For the Browns here, you don't take a receiver?
No, this is Broncos.
Oh, Broncos. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I thought
no,
it was the Browns.
Broncos.
I'm
And-
not even I was fucking looking at it. I got a sheet right in front of
And
me.
the reason I'm doing it is because, Sean Payton's offense, I think they need defense. They got rid of a lot of studs on
A lot of
defense.
guys, yeah.
Yes, and Patrick Surtain or whatever his name, he might
Get traded.
Yeah, he might get traded. So I'm taking someone on offense. I'm taking the best player and a tackle that's going to be there for a while.
I have zero to say about the Broncos.
Do you take that tackle whether you have Wilson or not?
No matter what, who are you going to take a
It's
quarterback?
less nitpicky. I think the tackle for Oregon State is the best tackle in the draft. I think he goes first. I think whoever gets a tackle goes to him first.
There you go.
So you think he's
not-
the
he-
first
I
off the
think he's
board?
the
He's
first off
not
the
going
board.
before Alt. By
So
the
you
way,
think he's
I
gone?
disagree.
You think he's gone before this?
I think he's wherever Alt was that you picked Alt, he's going first.
All
I
right,
think
but
he
at
is the best
12,
tackle in-
at 12 with the Broncos, you think it's a tackle that they take? Let's say no Russell Wilson. Let's say Russell Wilson's gone.
is it a foregone
Is it a
conclusion
foregone
that he's?
conclusion
I
that
think he
he's
is.
gone?
Yes.
It
It
is.
should be.
It is.
It should be.
But
It is.
You never know.
You never know.
So
yeah.
if you're Broncos here, this might be the first like crazy reach. Could it be a Michael Penix? Could it be a Bo Nix? Because who's their
That's a
start?
crazy reach.
Dude, who does? I mean,
You need a quarterback.
you need a quarterback.
If one team starts reaching, it forces other teams to start
Exactly.
reaching, though.
Once people freak out.
Once the reach comes, but is Sean Payton going to start with a rookie? Like his second season, you're going to come in with a rookie?
Well, what do you do?
He would have his quarterback.
You can go and get Baker. You can get Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
You can get Kirk Cousins. Put it this way. If you sign Kirk Cousins, you can wait later in the draft and take somebody else.
Dude, think about this. Kirk Cousins.
to the Broncos.
Dude, think about this though. Kirk Cousins coming off an Achilles injury, and you know his whole background. He is like so freaking hot right now. We've already talked about 9 teams, and Kirk Cousins.
Has come up,
People
yeah.
want him, which is crazy.
He's performed.
He has, but that's what I'm saying. Like people are desperate for quarterbacks. They're to be relevant.
All right, so let's leave the Broncos at offensive tackle.
Okay, we'll leave him
And
there.
then we should finish off today with the Patriots since you replaced them with the Raiders. We're running at like 2.5 right now.
Yeah. Okay. Let's finish with 13. The Raiders, who I have trading back. I think the Patriots are gonna go defense because of.
Oh, sorry, Eddie. Can we do the 16 at least? Come on, the Saints pick at
You can do
14.
whatever you
I
want.
gotta have Eddie's take at 14.
Yeah. Let's
Okay.
go 16. Let's go 16.
I'm taking with the Pats. I'm taking the cornerback from Clemson.
Another corner.
Corner. Yes.
Another corner
Yes.
for New England.
Yeah, because at this point, unless you go with the defensive end,
100% defensive end for who's the best linebacker in this draft?
dude, there's not a first rounder.
There's no first rounder.
There's
So
no I
think
tried, 'cause I did
if
think
you
they need
have
one.
New England at 13, I don't think you go corner. I think you go defensive lineman or linebacker. If there's not a linebacker worthy at 13, then you got to go defensive lineman
And then it has to be an
or
end.
an offensive weapon or a receiver.
Okay, so maybe go the next best receiver after who did I go with? The Washington.
Rome's off the board.
Yeah. Who's the next best receiver?
Keon Coleman.
Yeah, see? You go there. You can't go. The only thing you, can do.
I don't think there's any way that New England can go corner.
Then, okay, there's a defensive tackle. It might be too early. There's a kid from Illinois. The two most coveted positions on defense are corner and defensive end.
You used a first round pick on corner last year.
Yeah.
You're going to go back to back first round picks.
Think
on
about
corner?
who you play. You play freaking
I
Miami.
don't think you need to. Your defense was amazing.
It wasn't amazing. It was top 15.
I don't know. I think it was a little higher than that. It was pretty damn good. They played like every single game to
15?
the under.
Every game go to the under.
That's all
yeah.
I care about.
Yeah. You're right.
All right, so who you guys take there with the Pats?
I definitely don't take another corner.
Because
I
when
think-
is the last time, let's think about this, when's the last time there's been a draft and a cornerback hasn't been taken till pick 13? I promise you it hasn't happened.
What if Denver moves off of Surtain and they go 12? They go at 12 with a corner.
Luke said, last year they
What if the Bears? Sorry, real quick, Eddie Money. What if at 9, if the Bears move off of what's his name, Johnson, they don't re-sign him?
Yeah.
They need a corner.
Okay.
He said New England should go pass rusher or safety. I think they go. He said in all
There's-
cap. He said in all caps. They need a pass rusher.
Yeah, go with the pass rusher from Florida State or Chop Robinson from Penn State, but I like the kid.
Jared Verse from Florida
Yes,
State.
you go with Jared Verse there. Probably makes the most sense for them.
What about at 14, the Saints?
Well,
He's dying to put a quarterback in this spot.
Jared. So you guys know how I feel about Derek Carr.
Bo Nix.
Taysom Hill
No way.
Eddie.
or J.J. McCarthy.
Eddie, they're not taking a quarterback.
They just
Not in the first round.
they just restructured his contract to save him $32 million this year.
It doesn't matter if he sucks again next year, which he is, and you know he is. You pick a guy to get ready. It's either JJ or Bo Nix. I'm telling you, people are gonna freak out. They're gonna take Taysom Hill is gone, which is crazy to me. I would keep him because he's the best fucking quarterback on the fucking roster. He's gone. Taysom Hill, they said it, he's gone. So you're really going to run that team, that great defense? You need to go quarterback. I already told you that next year, quarterback class sucks.
I don't think
JJ?
not in the first round. No way.
Okay.
No
Not
way.
when
The
you're being a
division
quarterback.
sucks.
Yeah.
The division sucks right now.
You're right
And?
there for.
You're right there.
For a playoff
Tampa's gonna regress all the way down if they don't re-sign Baker. They're probably not gonna re-sign
I
either
don't
or.
think Mike Evans comes back. I don't think
Baker's
Baker
coming
stays.
back. They
Okay,
have
so who do
David's
you
a
guys
free
take?
agent. They
I'm
have,
telling you, they're taking a quarterback. Who would you guys take? I'm telling you, it's JJ or Bo Nix. I'm telling you.
According to your mock draft, they should go Bo Nix if they're picking a quarterback, but they won't.
they're not.
shouldn't.
So what are they going to take?
Literally anything.
They can take anything.
They can
Okay.
honestly take anything.
What kind of fucking answer is that?
Because their team
Because
is
they're-
so well rounded.
Yeah.
Realistically,
Yeah, except that quarterback.
Yeah, but you're literally
That's-
one game away from the playoffs.
and it's the one spot that when you draft him, you can't put him in there. He's not going to play.
Yeah,
So
he's
why
not
don't
gonna
you- Why
play.
don't you get an asset who can play on the field this season?
Right, any
and
defensive
bro,
player.
those two
They
games.
put a quarterback out there who plays fullback, and he played in every fucking red zone. You telling me he's not going to fucking play?
And they scored on those red
And
zones.
they
So their
scored-
game
Yes,
plan
with
worked.
Taysom Hill.
That's
Their game
different.
plan worked. They had Derek Carr from the 0 to
And
the
I told
20.
you that Taysom Hill's not going to be there.
Eddie, that Bo Nix is not a replacement for Taysom Hill.
You said he fucking ran the shit out of the ball at
He
SEC.
does, but that's not what he does. He's not Taysom Hill.
Okay, so who are you picking? And don't say, you can't come at me and say literally anyone else.
Luke's-
You have to have a fucking answer, Luke. Please help him out, Luke.
Luke said
Because he
they
said anyone else is not an answer.
Luke said they should go wide receiver or cornerback.
I agree. Wide receiver or
maybe
any defensive
corner.
position.
I disagree with wide
Are they going to
receiver.
take the first wide?
I like wide receiver. Who you have Olave and you need another guy.
They have Rashid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great deep threat.
Yeah, they have receivers.
How about
also,
tight end?
also, the next wide receiver, according to this, would be Keon Coleman. It would be way too early in the first.
What about
Exactly.
tight end?
Exactly. I looked at that. Tight end, there's not another tight end,
So then you draft defense for the Saints.
Yes.
which is a strong point for them.
They were strong point for the first 11 weeks. After that, their defense was shit.
Yeah, because they're tired of seeing Derek Carr fucking give the ball
The
back.
Saints will draft defense at number 14. They will not draft a
And,
quarterback.
and they'll regret it because they should get a fucking quarterback.
Well, they'll get a
And,
quarterback.
and that's how we end this show.